So yeah, anyways, people, welcome back to the VGC Ladder Nuzlocke Challenge. And we're going to go ahead and be continuing our run that we did in the past two videos, past two sessions. This is live on Twitch if you want to catch it live. But I guess if you're watching this on YouTube, we're hopefully done. This is maybe the final push. Or maybe not. It's going to be like a 3-hour video and you're going to be like, did they win? Did they?
Hey,
Anyways.
there's only one way to find out. You got to watch the
You gotta
entire
watch
thing.
we gotta watch the whole thing. You can watch it on 2x though. You're allowed to if you want. Just make sure you gotta watch the whole thing. Actually, does watching on different speeds affect metrics at all, Adi? I don't even know the answer to that one.
I don't think so. I'm not sure though.
Right. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked. So the rules for people that need a reminder. It's kind of like a Nuzlocke version of just laddering to 1500. We started out with these 4 Pokemon. With every win, we roll a 6-sided dice to see what Pokemon that we steal. And with every loss, we roll a 6-sided dice to see what Pokemon on our team that we have, that we currently have, what one we lose. And from there, once we get a new Pokemon, we have to add it to our team to keep things, mixing up. We don't want to just build a super team and just win streak all the way to the top. I want to, steal that Gengar that somebody's using in the 1400s and have to figure out a way to make it work on our team. It's a little more fun that way. I guess we didn't get Gengar, but we got a lot of other questionable poison types. Sneasler and Reg-G, Okidogi. I don't know. They're decent. Anyways. And then, yeah, the goal is to make it to 1500. We're at like 1419 on the ladder right now. I don't think we've actually decayed, because I think decay doesn't start until you pass 1500. If I remember correctly for Pokemon Showdown. So should be right where we left off. In which case it could just be a couple of wins till the final, until we, just win this thing. Or could be a bit of a slog. We did just come off of a loss. We ended off on a loss, so we have to substitute a Pokemon in. We lost our Urshifu again. You can ignore these 3 at the bottom. Those are just the saved versions, but the 3s are the ones that we're going to be working with now. So yeah, Urshifu died again. We also had a Rillaboom die, but we had a backup Rillaboom in our box that we replaced it with. And we lost Sneasler. It seems like fighting types are just, like, not a safe thing to have on your team. We do have 2 in store, though. Actually, 3. Sorry, Metacham. I, definitely didn't forget about you there.
Wait, so we're not putting Metacham in the last slot?
Yeah, I guess that is the main question here now, is what do we want to fill in here? There's, like, we can try to cover for bad matchups, or we could, not worry about hedging for those, because we'll just accept our L's and just, high roll to the top.
When I was laddering today, I saw a lot of Caloric Shadow on the best of 1 ladder. So we might be in a good spot with our Terapagos team.
That's good. That's good. Speaking of, like, high rolling to the top, I don't know. I want to talk about something mildly topical, just because I noticed this last night, Adi. But for people that are prepping for San Antonio, there's that team that got second that OE used, the Calm Mind Kyogre, And as always, I'm just like, eventually you find some hole from a team that did well. You're like, oh, well, it doesn't seem like it has the best Calm Mind Terapagos matchup, Like, that's a pretty common archetype. And I was like, how many Calm Mind Terapagos did we end up playing? Did he play any? No. Not a one.
None.
It's always the case. I hate Reg-G and the schedules you can get in this format, man. It's so nonsense.
Well, this is also why I just feel really strongly that we should have more Swiss rounds and fewer rounds of top cut, is then you are just more likely to get a random sample over the course of your 15 rounds of Swiss, instead of having, what feels like top cut decided by who hits their matchups a little bit more. Obviously, you still got to play exceptionally well to get to that point, and using a team that has no bad matchups, like, the Miraidon team is probably the way to go. But, like you said, the Miraidon team ran into one of the 2 Groudons in top 8. Who knows what happens? It's just, there's so much variance in these massive top cuts that we have.
It really gets to me, and I don't know. I think single restricted just, like, further accentuates that. Whatever. Like, I think that whether or not you have agreements or disagreements with Adi's take that more rounds equals a more balanced schedule, I think that it would definitely be the case for single restricted. Like, there's just so much variance. Anyways, let's get back on topic, though. I think I want to get one of these fighting types that are, like, beefy boys that hit hard. We still have our Assault Vest Rillaboom, so they might not get the Assault Vest. They often run the Assault Vest, but I'd be okay without it. I do legitimately like Okidogi a bit better than, say, like, Tornadus. I guess Raging Bolt is also a solid consideration. It just, like, pairs well with the damage that we're doing for the most part. But we also kind of have that covered in Flutter Mane, because, like, we don't have all of Fire, Water, Grass, but we have Fire and Grass, and those don't do good against dragons, but we have Flutter. We have Flutter covering that. We don't need our own dragon to cover dragons because we've got, like, Flutter. So, fighting types are good against opposing Pagos, like the Mirror. Of course, it won't have the Assault Vest, but it still could be reasonable.
I think I agree. I think I like the Okidogi. It also, I think about, what's our worst matchup? It's still Zamazenta, and they're both decent into Zama, but Okidogi does not get hit super effectively. Like, it gets hit not very effectively by that body press, and so it's a little better in that matchup, I think.
Yeah, let's get Dogi back on the team. All right, Dogi, I'm gonna copy you, delete you, paste, and any changes from here? Do we want to go? Oh, this is not even outspeeding Pelipper; it's speed tying Pelipper. That's beautiful. What are we kidding ourselves with this bulk? Maybe we just run a glass cannon style. Terrastellar Sash Hands. You are cooking absolutely with that set. Also, Big Boy Blue, I saw your question earlier, but wanted to make sure we got through the intro. But is Kyogre viable now? Definitely. Kyogre is doing very well for itself. Did we want to change anything else about this guy? Covert Cloak, just 3 attacks, good coverage, basically. I just like the ability to, like, hit Ghost Terras with knockoff, or Ghost types, like Shadow Rider, though we do pretty alright with Pagos. And then the dual stack is just such good coverage.
So I don't know if the Covert Cloak ever came up for us. I can't think of a case where it did. I'm just looking through its move pool and seeing if there's anything else fun that we could do. And the one fun option that I can think of that might help against Zamazenta is we can roar it. Just get it out of there, get its defense boost out. I think it's a funny option.
If you want a funny option, you've got me thinking a little bit. I don't know if it'd be bad or good, but, like, an item that's relatively underexplored is Red Card.
Okay.
Like, we could just, like... Oh, wait a minute. That's actually really funny. Can you imagine if we, like, force the Volt Switch from the Miraidon onto... No, it would be a eject button. The eject button would be the one there. Because, right, if you eject button on a Volt Switch, the Volt Switch doesn't go off. Only one Pokemon can switch out, I think. The damage still happens, but...
And we might just die.
Oh, wait, does that not work with Guard Dog, though? Cannot be forced to switch out. Would it just, like, ignore the item? I don't... Maybe I'm thinking too. I don't know how
that's a good question. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up.
The eject button gets priority.
Yeah. It does not affect. It does not affect manually switching out or switching out with its own move or item.
Okay, so we can eject button with it?
You can't eject button with it, but I think you die to the Volt Switch anyways. And I think we have 4 mods that we want to bring into the Miraidon.
Yeah, we're not bringing it against that anyways. It would be something for the Zamazenta. And honestly, I'm gonna mess around with Red Card. I want to try it mainly because there are 2 Pokemon in the Zama matchups that I expect them to be bringing or potentially bringing, and that's the Booster Speed Flutter, which would lose its booster activation by getting switched out. And then there's simply Zamazenta, which of course has that one-time shield, Dauntless Shield activation.
Of course. Man, I have not had to think about Red Card since Xerneas was in the format. That's a crazy one. That was the tech.
We got a pretty real team here to start off. I do think that Iron Valiant is a closed team sheet demon, and yeah, their whole team, it looks like I would be very happy to have an Urshifu against, but alas. A Terra Water Okie Dokie, but again, we don't really want to Terra anything else. Most of the time, because we got
No.
Pagos.
Like, the Pagos does lose some utility in front of the Iron Valiant because they could potentially Encore or Substitute or Calm Mind, and they can potentially Wide Guard or Terra Starstorm. So,
Yes.
I do like Okie Dokie here, just as because it is faster than Pelipper, they might not see that coming, and because it can just knock out this Iron Valiant.
I mean, we can also Flutter the Valiant. We should outspeed it. Yeah, we will outspeed it. So I'm thinking I want to do Flutter lead for sure. And then from there, we're running a little low on time, so I'm thinking maybe just still early Pagos, maybe Instant in the back to wisp the or to intimidate the fighting types, and
Sure.
Ogerpon to redirect things if we want. Yeah, that seems fine.
Sure.
Sticking conventional, even though we could have got that Dogi involved. Yeah, I would have been happy to have a Water or Shifu in times like these.
Yeah.
If I had to guess,
Double
maybe a
Fake
double
Out is
Sash
so much
lead,
better.
but if it's a double Sash lead, then we could always just like Icy Wind to mess things up. Something else that I've done sometimes is Thunder Wave the Ogerpon in a situation like this to force it to be slower. Then they will Ivy Cudgel after the shell has been hit by the close combat. But I think Icy Wind might still be better.
I like it.
And then I don't think Pagos' Starstorm will get the Urshifu in one. So it might be a little bit scary, but I'm going to just go that route anyways. Oh. Okay, they might not be Sash on the Urshifu. In fact, that might be Choice Banded based on the damage. I'm not 100% sure. If I had to guess. Fluttermane,
Yeah,
Urshifu. That seems to be
more damage than I would expect. Yeah.
Okay. Choice
Well, that's
Band
good, 'cause
Urshifu.
we have an Ogerpon.
Yes, but I'm thinking...
Well, we have an Instant, and we can go Fake Out Calm Mind for free.
Well, they might have that Valiant in the back. Which
well, then we can
maybe
protect and get Ogerpon in, right?
Yeah. Somewhat. I think I like the Ogerpon route, though I guess we won't kill their own Ogerpon, so maybe it's Instant.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that even if we click Follow Me, we're just losing our Ogerpon.
Yeah. We could go big mode already and Terra the Pagos to start doing more respectable damage to the Ogerpon. But it's just like, I like saving it a little bit because of this Valiant.
Yeah, the other route is, they got to be switching out the Urshifu here, right? They need to preserve 100%. It to KO the... So I kind of want to Wisp that slot.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that we could Wisp there. I'm down to Will-O-Wisp, and then do you want to just go for a Starstorm into that slot as well, just to get some damage, or do you want to go for a status
If
move?
there's ever a turn we're going to get a Calm Mind or a Substitute off, I think it's this one, right?
Okay, then let's go ahead and Calm Mind. All right, so they've got the Wide Guard Pokemon. They probably left the Valiant at home. We are slower. The Will-O-Wisp would have been notable because it would have gotten rid of a Sash on Urshifu.
Yeah.
Or on the Pelipper. But now we're in a bit of an annoying spot, especially if it's Terra Ghost Pelipper. If it's Terra Ghost, we're going to have to be very careful. I think we just have to let Ensign go. And just go for Terra Starstorm into the Pelipper. Okay.
That seems right.
They are fast Pelipper. They're timid, notably. And then, yeah, we would have gotten rid of that Sash, but they crit us at the Cudgel. This is not looking like a great start. But I think we can still come out on top of this. They could go for Follow Me. They could go for Hurricane into Ogerpon, despite the weather.
Well, I don't think they click Wide Guard here. Do you? They haven't clicked it yet.
You thinking they won't Wide Guard? So you just want to like go for it right now. Just Starstorm right now.
Yeah, I mean, what's the other option is we can't Terra Starstorm the Ogerpon and KO it. So we could double tap the Ogerpon and lose. But that's just also really bad if they attack. Right?
We can Ivy Cudgel the Ogerpon and Terra Starstorm. Or Ivy Cudgel the Pelipper and Terra Starstorm. Yeah, let's do it.
Like, the other option is we hit the Ogerpon and we substitute. Yeah, okay. Maybe, I mean, hit the Ogre Pawn and substitute would have been really good there.
A little bit, yeah. I was very worried about a Hurricane, though.
Yeah. Well, they didn't bring Valiant. And we are just faster, so we can just attack Starstorm and take 2 KOs, right?
We don't take 2 KOs because they can follow me.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
The real tricky part here is I think they're just going to go for Glacial, because if they Trick Room, our Terapagos underspeeds the Urshifu, and if they don't, I think we've got a bit of a pin as long as we protect our Ogre Pawn here. And so I'm going to Spiky Shield and just go Starstorm. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's AV.
That seems maybe AV? I don't know. I guess probably. Pagos does do very little damage. Yeah, we're in a pretty bad spot now because they just follow me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to go for the double. Which doesn't necessarily change anything. I'm thinking about it. I think we just lose guaranteed if they click follow me, Glacial.
Maybe we get a high roll. The 2 Starstorms.
No double protect. All right, who are we losing? Yeah, they really got us with the wide guard turn.
Yeah, I mean, we had to call it, right? We could have. There were some plays.
If we hit that Will-O-Wisp, honestly, I forgot about the Will-O-Wisp. If we hit that Will-O-Wisp, the game was just won.
Yeah, if we called the wide guard, we could have really punished it too. We could have done like Ivy Cudgel substitute and been in a really good spot, or Ivy Cudgel Calm Mind and been in a good spot.
They sucker punch, huh? I guess they were worried about. Their choice band. I know their choice band, so they could have just. I guess they would have killed us with struggle. No, maybe.
No, we would have leftovered back up and got substitute off.
Yeah, that's true.
We could have played for a throw, I guess. I don't know.
Incredible. All right, 1. Oh no, we're over. It's cooked.
All right, Mewtwo. Here we go. We're so back.
No, this is all right. The video is gonna be 3 hours.
Well, now it's here's the $1 million question. Would you rather have Mewtwo or would you rather have Raging Bolt?
Oh my god. Terapagos dies. Game 1. We have Sash available. I think our Sash Mewtwo is more likely to cheese wins than going no restricted.
You know, Mewtwo does beat Zamazenta, right? That's something. It's got one good matchup.
We don't have... actually, Side Strike makes it not great into that. Well, Earth Power would be good, though. Alright, Mewtwo. Do we just
I guess
the same
probably
set?
have to... I guess. I don't know what other set we run. I don't know how we beat... we have some tools into Miraidon. We don't necessarily need to be Terra Ground. We could be like Terra Dark for Calric Shadow Rider because we lost our CSR matchup.
Right. No, we seem pretty reasonable into Miraidon. I'm down to do Terra Dark. Okay. This is gonna be tough. No, we're not bringing Guru back. Are we still Okie Dokie gamers? We are, and we're no longer Terapagos gamers. Oh no. We're not going to get another restricted. We've only gotten 1. I think that is one of the biggest flaws of the challenge, and so...
we definitely have low roll to only get 1 restricted.
Yeah, you think, like, just the odds?
Yeah, because it's a 1 in 6 every win to get a restricted. We've gotten 1 in, like, 20-odd wins.
Yeah, I do think Dogi's solid in the Firewater Grass cores. Anything else to change about it? No, I think we just go.
I mean, like, we probably do need to change some. It's fine. Like, I don't know how we would change the sets. How do you optimize from YouTube, right? Like,
I think most of
Is
them are just like optimized for like generic CTS best of one type style, and these are sets I like. I think the only thing I would consider is maybe changing Wisp on Ensign because we're not really playing the long game. We're like probably
no, we're
better
not.
off playing Taunt or Flare Blitz there now. So which of those do you want?
That sounds right. Maybe taunt. Maybe taunt is better.
Yeah, we're not great into Trick Room, for example. I don't know if we'll be able to stop it, but
Yeah.
could always lean
Well,
in on like a support the Ogre Pawn type approach, like get rid of Follow Me and do like Swords Dance Glide. Um, could be able to cheese
oh,
some wins there.
that's kind of interesting, right? Because we throw out one big attack with Mewtwo and they target it down. We get a Swords Dance off, and then we just drop Follow Me entirely. Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it would be a no follow me set. Also, Michael coming through with the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome in, people. We're currently in the middle of our VGC ladder Nuzlocke part 3. We're in the 1400s, and we just took a major major blow. I recapped the rules at the beginning. It's basically in this tweet on my Twitter account if you want to go find it. But we just lost our Terapagos. We have to go back to the restricted that we started with Mewtwo. We have not found another restricted up to this point, so
Yep.
Mewtwo is going to have to bring us from 1400 to 1500.
Would you rather have a Mewtwo or would you rather have a Raging Bolt? That's really the question.
That is a question we are asking ourselves. Do we really want Mewtwo, or do we want to just go no restricted and use any of these Pokemon that are chilling in our box?
I think we gotta run Mewtwo. I kind of hope we lose it soon just to see what happens. But
No one knows
no
Mewtwo
one
gets
knows.
power. Honestly.
Yeah. No, I kind of like saying that Ogre Pawn is our restricted, and we go Swords Dance, and we say like Icy Wind Flutter and Rillaboom is enough support to get there. Do we need a Grass Move on it? We probably do, like Grassy
Yeah, it
Glide.
would be Glide.
And we just say Mewtwo's gonna throw out an attack in the early game.
Yeah.
We should get any fun moves.
It could be funny. All right. Let's go for it, I guess.
Let's try it out.
Don't think there's any other changes. Yeah. This seems good enough.
Mewtwo does get Will-O-Wisp. That's pretty funny. Okay. Well, we got our Terra Dark Mewtwo for this matchup.
We do. Oh yeah, I can start to consider Terra on all of our Pokemon a little bit more now that we don't have a Terapagos.
Yes.
Okay. Raging Bolt seems to be maybe the hardest Pokemon to get through if we're going with this strategy. Or Incineroar. Actually, Incineroar is going to be a menace. So we might have to use Dogi to keep the Incin at bay.
Yeah.
Sadly, it doesn't have Upper Hand to keep our Mewtwo safe from like a Fake Out. But I think I might want to just lead Dogi Mewtwo. I guess the part of the issue is that if they go with Torn Ursh, like Mewtwo's just gonna die to a Surging Strikes.
It is.
Do we just prepare a Rillaboom switch for that, or
we do need a Rillaboom for sure. We need to use priority moves and probably like a Flutter Mane to beat this because we have Shadow Ball in the Flutter Mane, don't we? No, we don't. Okay.
We don't.
They don't know that. That's okay.
I don't know if we're bringing Flutter. I mean, it's okay into the Raging Bolt for sure. We need like all 6 of our Pokemon is the issue. We also have 20
we
seconds.
Well, Rillaboom's definitely coming. I can't see where Rillaboom isn't showing up. Right.
Then I'm gonna do Grass Spam in the back.
Okay.
All right, we can work with this. I think we just have to get him with the Terra Dark.
We don't need Terra Dark. We have a Sash.
We have Sash, yeah. So do you want to switch to Rillaboom for Dogi, or do you want to go for an attack? I forgot that we're still red card.
Yeah, it's actually kind of bad that we're red card because they Astral and then we lose it.
So we probably need to switch out, or protect.
Yeah, like a little bit.
Let's go out to Rillaboom and just Dark Pulse this Shadow Rider.
I think we KO. We probably KO, right?
I pray to God we do.
Okay, just barely.
Don't Terra. They didn't.
They
Psy-Shocked. This is about as good as it gets. Oh my God. Sash. Okay.
That is actually as good as it gets. That's insane. That's the best
We'll take it.
Mewtwo has
We'll take
ever
it.
looked.
So that's probably Covert Cloak Tornadus, and they're probably going to protect their Calyrex, maybe throw off Oblique Wind. They don't know that we are or are not Sash. I don't think we get that much out of calling the Protect on Shadow Rider. And so, like, I think I'm okay with, like, gliding the Calyrex and just getting off a big Psy Strike into the Tornadus.
Yes.
We're going to have to make some trades at some point. Okay, so the Bolt has hit the field.
Like, Tornadus is kind of very problematic for us, given that we have a bunch of Pokemon weak to it, and Mewtwo is Sash. We do need to keep our grassy terrain around, so because we have 2 priority moves that rely on it. But this Tornadus is in glide range, I think.
Right? If it's glass, yeah, I don't know. Based on the Psy Strike damage, it could be. And then Rillaboom into that. It should KO it. I think I'm willing to. I think I'm willing.
Yeah.
Glide the Torn and just... Do we Earth Power the Bolt, I guess, for maximum damage?
Does that do more than Psy Strike?
100 times 1.5? Just 150, right?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
They got Protect. Well, we have another glide coming.
Right, we have an Ogerpon that has it as well. And they don't know that we have it, so...
If I had to guess, Urshifu might be their last Mon. I mean, it could be the Instant. I just feel like it would have hit the field on that turn.
Yeah. I like Glide, and I just like Psy Strike in case they Terra.
I think it's Earth Power, because Earth Power will still kill if they Terra the Bolt, and it hits Instant. Okay. I don't think... I guess they probably don't switch to Instant, given that we just showed that. They would switch to, like, Rillaboom or Urshifu, so Psy Strike's reasonable. I don't think they'll pull Bolt for Instant.
Sure, yeah. We could even Dark Pulse if we really want to call them out on switching to the other guy.
The Shadow Rider.
So there goes our Sash.
1 turn of grassy terrain left is a bit difficult.
Right.
Water Terra Dogi is probably our best Terra at this point, unless on the next turn we... So they double protect. I don't know if they will.
I mean, do you think that +1 grassy glide
picks Scarf.
Shifu? Probably Scarf, right? So +1 glide might get there, because I don't think normal glide gets there.
I like that. You want to just Terra glide the Ursh?
I think we'd have to. And then just, I don't know, throw an attack off into it.
I think it might have to be Protect Mewtwo. Because if they get the Astral off, we die.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, no.
Ghost. I mean, I guess. Yeah, that's I guess the punish to not attacking there. Oh,
They were always going for that guy.
Yeah.
Astral plus Surging. This is, I think, absolutely Scarf or Shifu. They've shown Sash on the Calyrex.
It got help before the Calyrex did.
Yeah. Yep. Is there a way out? I don't think I see one, especially with them having a Psychic move. No, actually, because they will... We don't even have Follow Me. Right.
We don't Follow Me, yeah. There's no way
out. Back-to-back
Yeah, we weren't allowed to lose the Rillaboom early. It's tough, but...
Definitely.
We kind of we're in an awkward position.
1 is our Instant. I guess we didn't change the orders. All
right. Well, let's figure out now that we're locked into Mewtwo, we can actually figure out like what Mewtwo can do.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Copy,
delete. Dead 3. Oh, is this? I think this is not a box. It has to be a box now.
It does.
Let me see. I think it still lets you put in a... No, okay. Let's do it this way. Dead 3. I'll make it happen. Okay.
God, we got to get a win to the 1400s with Mewtwo. This is rough. I guess we're not 1400s anymore.
No, we just got taken down, I think.
I mean, like, Objectively, Raging Bolt is the best poke. Raging Bolt or Roaring Moon. I guess we can go Roaring Moon now.
Roaring Moon seems okay, but we have Fluttermane on the team. We'd have to kind of change its identity. I'm personally looking at Torn as a reasonable thought. Without the Incineroar, we are making a Pokemon cemetery. It's just all good Pokemon. I'd play with that
I don't know.
team.
It's like, what does Torn do for us that wins us the game? Like,
nah, I get you.
I get it, because I mean, also part of it is that, like, man, we are weak to opposing Torn. It's a big part of it, which is why I think Raging Bolt is like the best Pokemon on this list.
Yeah, maybe it's just the Bolt. But we might not be able to do Swords Dance Ogerpon. I guess we still could. We could fake out with Rillaboom and make it happen.
Yeah, and Spiky Shield Electro might get us there. Maybe Rillaboom isn't allowed to be Assault Vest then. Or we could be like, do we need Protect on the Raging Bolt? Could go by 4/4 attacks with Electrowebs to try to give some speed control.
I mean, we are just allowed to do Covert Cloak. I think the red card comes off the Okie Dokie.
For sure.
How fast is Jolly Dogie?
All right, so hear me out. What if the Raging Bolt has the Covert Cloak? People wouldn't see that one coming, right?
A little bit, yeah. I'm here for it. Covert
and then
Cloak,
we can go
Bolt.
Right, and then we can go like
Citrus on this.
It's got a lot harder. Last time was easy when we had Huma's team.
Yeah. I like Covert Cloak Bolt. Covert Cloak, no Protect. Just like that. Seems
something
fine.
like that, right?
Yeah. And then maybe we stick with the Swords Dance Ogerpon because I think it can help us go the distance. Probably still the Icy Wind Flutter booster. I like the Sash Mewtwo set. It's good for pranks. And then Dogie, I think it still wants coverage. It still wants Terra Water. I think it wants Citrus. I can't really think of a better item. Citrus will activate against Terapagos and Zamazenta. Those are matchups that don't have a nerve, so and those are matchups that I might come to.
Okay, I see it.
It's got no bulk though currently. Just trying to speed creep a lot of things. It's actually speed tying Raging Bolt.
I think it's allowed to be slower because we have the Raging Bolt. We have 2 Icy Winds, right?
Yeah, sure. So maybe bulk it up.
Yeah, I think it just needs the bulk here.
Maybe we just run no speed on this guy. Maybe just enough to outspeed no speed and DD.
Yeah, 192 is a relevant number.
Oh, I'm going further below that though.
Okay.
Because I want to outspeed a couple of things.
Sure.
All right. Go. We'll win.
God, give us a restricted, please. Give us a. I'll take a Kyogre by all means.
The good news is that they have priority denial, but we have Mold Breaker Glide. The thing is, we just got to get it set up.
We do,
because if
we kind of gotta lead Raging Bolt, right? Because they're gonna lead Torn into our grass types, and they might even fake us out, which would be like incredible.
Do you want to do Mewtwo Bolt with grasses in the back and just kind of like Mewtwo could just take a spout if they're gonna try to early spout us?
That's true. Yeah.
And then grasses back.
Sure. I can see it. This is reasonable.
Okay, so they immediately have the priority denial. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna like protect Trick Room.
Right?
Do we just double the Giraffe with like Dark Pulse Thunderbolt and just let the Hooer get off an attack?
Yeah, well, the other question is, what's our Terra this game? Because we're not tearing Ogre Pawn, most likely. Terra it. Probably not tearing Rillaboom. We could just go for a Terra this turn to try to get rid of the Farigiraf.
Terra Dark. I mean, Terra Dark, Dark Pulse should do... I'm just wondering, like... Okay, Dark Pulse to
We have
draft.
Unnerve, right? We do have Unnerve. They can't even do Citrus Berry. This is great.
It's doing 61 minimum or so to this random spread, and Thunderbolt is doing 43 minimum to this random spread. I think we can just kill it with no Terra. As long as they don't defensive Terra.
Okay.
That's a good turn. Let's see. 57. It might just survive.
Ooh, that's close. Yeah. And no flinch.
Okay. I don't know if they know that we're Cloak or not, but...
They certainly don't.
Right.
And we can even switch in our Rillaboom if we want to and just go for an attack.
I think it would just be Rillaboom and Thunderbolt their Giraffe.
I think so too. Yeah, because then we have Fake Out Pressure again.
If I had to guess, they might be Assault Vest Arch, which we got to watch out for.
Maybe, I wonder how much... That Woodhammer felt like it did a lot of damage. So, I can see it.
No, Woodhammer's just a strong move. Double that, do you think Rillaboom does 70 to a Terra Normal Rillaboom? I feel like it does. Yeah, that's accurate.
How do we get rid of this Arch?
It's Stamina.
Yeah. We do have Earth Power on the Mewtwo. That is pretty good into it.
Yeah, I guess that's going to be our trick.
I just don't want to get Draco, is the problem. We could Terra the Raging Bolt and try to live it.
Their Rillaboom was faster in Trick Room, by the way.
Okay. We still have Fake Out Pressure, though.
I want to Fake Out... Do we want to just... we also are threatened to be killed by, like, a U-turn as well. I think...
Yeah.
I want to Fake Out their Rillaboom, and with ours, our Bolt, I think the only thing we're going to get out of this thing is just chipping the Arch with a Draco.
Sure. I'm worried that we're going to die to a Draco, but...
I was also worried about it, but I just didn't want to do anything about it. Them protecting tells me they might be sturdy power, maybe?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, Draco should drop them. Do you want to just double tap it with Glide Draco?
I'm down. Do we have to... I'm just a little... Okay.
We could switch to Ogre Pawn as well and save Rillaboom if we want to keep the terrain going longer. I think that's also pretty good.
That I think we need to keep the terrain going, right? We're so reliant on it. We're going to take a fat U-turn, but that's okay. We'll deal.
That's not a fat
and they'll
U-turn.
dodge.
25? Come on. Cool. Oh!
We're slower?
They are just... Oh! They're just gone.
they're just gone. There might be Stalwart or something. Like,
we gotta roll a run. We've rolled a 1 the past 2 games. Please let us roll a 1.
We can't Sports Dance here, can we? This is the last turn of
No, it's just Spiky. You just Spiky, and with this other guy, it's probably Webs, but it could be Thunderbolt, just to get more damage off. I don't think the speed is going to matter at all anymore. It seems like they're all slower than us, so I just want to Thunderbolt the Kyogre for the most damage we can get. They might even read this and Fake Out our... Ooh, wow. All right, they just gave us that already.
Amazing. We get it next turn. That's great.
Yeah. Okay, they're slow, and I think they're Specs. I don't know if that's necessarily Specs damage, but this team looks like it would be using Specs anyways.
That looked like Specs damage to me, man. That was a lot of damage.
I just, honestly, when Kyogre kills something, I'm always just like, yeah, no, that's right.
All right, so you Fake Out Cudgel it then? I don't think the Rillaboom 2-shots this Ogre Pawn anyways.
No, I mean, it went for U-turn already. I think that's the best it had. Okay.
Let's go! We gotta win! Oh, give us a 1. Please give us a 1.
2! Another Rillaboom! No! Come on!
Another Rillaboom. All right. Could be worse.
It definitely could be.
Could be another Arch.
That's true. Okay, we have a Rillaboom sitting in reserves as well now. You should change
that was
the
not
rules
the worst.
so that rolling gets restricted. Yeah, so
I mean,
right now we're mostly just sticking with the rules that we've put in place. I was gonna save this for the end. Ideally, would we want, but now I'm a little less sure that we'll get there. I had like 4 ideas of proposed changes for a future run. And then I was also obviously going to open it up to the chat and YouTube comments to also give the feedback there, because definitely want to know what you guys would like to see from us in the future if we ever were to do this again. Regardless,
right.
though, just queue it then. We got no changes, so... I mean, we are allowed to make changes if there were edits that we thought of that we wanted to make, but team seems to be where I want it to be as much as it can be. I like the covert bolt. I think the covert bolt's going to be good.
It worked pretty well. It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Just sitting in front of a Rillaboom and saying, "You're not going to fake me out. I do it. I dare you." It was kind of sick. It's kind of sick.
Shenpao is going to be a bit of a menace, but they are running Koraidon no Flutter, so our Flutter, I feel like it's a lot more value.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to keep losing Rillabooms to gain another 5. Man, there's not a lot of Pokemon in this team that I think drastically improve us. I mean, I'll take a Koraidon 100%, but everything else is like... Well, Shenpao wouldn't be bad.
So this is where the game plan that I talked about earlier, we just like kind of lead Mewtwo Ogerpon, and they say, well, obviously we're going to target the Mewtwo. That's the threat. And then we just click Squirt Dance, and we start trying to aggro them. I feel like that might be the line with like Rillaboom fluttering back. What do you think?
I'm a bit worried about the Chien-Pao.
Yeah, well, that's where if we get priority, I guess they also have priority. We can Terrafire the Ogerpon, which is quite good into them.
Mm-hmm.
And like, surely the Chien-Pao targets the Mewtwo, right? And we just get a free attack off onto it.
Sadly, Mewtwo can't do anything to the Chien-Pao.
Well, I mean, you break its sash, and then it doesn't matter because all our other mons. I guess
Bolt also gets the photosynthesis boost, which is cool.
The proto boost, yeah, that's true.
That's good into Koraidon.
So I want Ogerpon and Flutter for sure in some order. I think we need the
Mewtwo. We could just bench Mewtwo. I'm thinking about it, and it's like decent into Ogerpon and a liability into like a lot of other things. The sash is really
focus
nice,
sash is really good. Yeah. Like it. I don't know. I agree. I get what you're saying.
I just don't think we can bring... Okidogi is an easy bench, but I want the other 5, and we can't really bring Ogerpon without Rillaboom. We can't bring Rillaboom without Ogerpon for sure, because, like, what are we even bringing it for?
Okay, so Mike dropped some wisdom in the chat, which is if we lead, like, Flutter Mewtwo, we do pin the Koraidon with Earth Power Dazzling Gleam.
Or Moonblast, yeah. We can EP it, that's true. I was thinking Flutter Mewtwo was the lead I liked the most.
Yeah.
And maybe it's no Bolt, and we just do Grass Spam in the back, despite that being a little scary into Fire types. Actually, it's really bad into their Ogerpon as well.
It might just be Raging Bolt Ogerpon then. And we drop the Rilla. We don't get to Grassy Glide, but we don't really want to Grassy Glide anything.
I want to Grassy Glide the Ogerpon, but you're right. Or the Chien-Pao, but that's it. Alex, no freaking way. No, I'm typing. No, this is up. GLHF. Oh, you. Alright, we'll go through game plan. Alright, so they're going for a bit more of a tricky approach.
My game plan. I take no credit for this game plan.
Fair. You're back, Mons. So, we can taunt this giraffe. It could be like a U-turn Trick Room from them.
I see. Oh, you think they're going to try to go and sweep us with the Ursaluna?
I'm just going to go all in on it, and I'm going to taunt this giraffe, and I'm just going to Psy Strike the Koraidon.
Sure.
Earth Power could have been fine, too. I told you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's so annoying they're faster. Do you think that they're...
Big Psy Strike?
Nothing. Oh my, that's embarrassing.
We're fine. We get to Moonblast this Ursaluna. I think we just let Mewtwo go. Just Dark Pulse this giraffe.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. I just don't know if Moonblast is going to KO this Ursaluna.
We are very weak, but... Oh, it's looking like a roll on Bulkless. Oh.
I mean, we can just leave the Farig and double tap the Ursa if we want to. They could protect it, but...
That's fine.
Ah, they could protect it.
I don't mind it terribly. Grassy Glide, does that KO? No. Against Bulkless,
No.
it doesn't.
But Ivy Cudgel surely does, right?
Oh, you're right. We have Ivy Cudgel and Sun. Of course, of course. Okay. I will Moonblast the Giraffe, Ivy Cudgel the Ursaluna. Getting through this full health Fire Koraidon is going to be difficult, especially when we want to Thunderclap it. They might even be running Dragon Move on this Koraidon because it might just be Assault Vested.
We're gonna T-Wave it, right?
We are going to T-Wave it, 100%. And we should be able to finish off the... Oh, that's really good damage. Do we want to just Ivy Cudgel it? The taunt, unfortunately, wears off.
Yeah.
I think we will...
Well,
I think Ogerpon can take any one hit. So I think it's Thunder Wave Koraidon, KO the Giraffe.
Are we not going to Terra the Ogerpon this game anyways? We could T-Wave the Koraidon and Terra Fire to guarantee we take a U-turn or a Fire move.
I want to, we could potentially Terra Ogre Bolt in the face of Genpao. I think I'll save it.
Okay.
Oh my. Come on, Thunder Wave, do your thing. Do your thing, Thunder Wave, Thunder Wave, Thunder Wave. Let's go!
Let's go! Oh, that's awesome, because now we have Icy Wind pressure too.
Yeah. And they Terra'd. We also have what is it?
I mean, Terra Fire Cudgel will pick up this Ogerpon, right?
Or the Koraidon, absolutely. So yes, I think
the
it's...
Koraidon.
Then we don't need to Icy Wind. We don't need to risk the accuracy at this point then. You just Moonblast the Genpao.
Sure.
And then Terra Fire Cudgel the Koraidon. We don't need the damage from Icy Wind on the Koraidon either. We have +1 Sword of Ruin.
Well, we won't have Sword of Ruin.
You're right.
It should be fine.
Okay. Dude, I think I made an excellent call turn 1. I was just like, I ain't falling for this. This is a U-turn, which is funny. I think that's a really good call on my part because they don't run U-turn on most sets.
That was probably pretty sick.
Okay, so I think it can just be Taunt Giraffe and Cudgel the Ursaluna. They could foul play us and protect.
I mean,
maybe it's supposed to be the other way around. Maybe it's just Moonblast the Ursaluna, Cudgel the Giraffe, because that's going to kill the Giraffe.
I think Cudgel will always kill the Giraffe. Yeah.
Let's check. It's doing 77 minimum to a fully Fizzjeff Giraffe.
Yes.
Helping Hand Hyper Voice means that we might have to hit a Draco Meteor if they double kill. I don't know if it will, though. Nice.
Cool.
Vacuum Wave? Alright! Alright, what are we rolling here? D6.
Koraidon 1 time.
2. Genpao. Okay.
Could do worse. Could do a lot worse. This actually pairs really well with our Grass Spam strategy. It powers up our Sky Strike from Mewtwo. It's got to be Dogi.
Dogi's like the odd man out, but I don't know what we do. We might do something a little bit cooked and do like a Life Orb Genpao.
Yeah, because the other option is we drop the Sash on Mewtwo, but the Sash has been kind of clutch.
I think it keeps people guessing.
I like Life Orb. That was a set for a while. Was it Reg F that was a set?
I think we just go all in on priority spam, and we run Sucker, Shard. Not Spinner. I guess it would be Crash.
Yeah.
Protect.
And no Crunch.
Could do Jolly or Adamant. I think maybe Jolly because we have the power from Life Orb, maybe?
If we're going Shard, I think we're supposed to be Adamant.
Okay. I'm down for it.
Right? Like the only move that cares about our speed stat is Icicle Crash.
Right. You're right. I was thinking about it in the context of Miraidons, but because we might still want to outspeed them and Crash, but we have Flutter for more speed control still, and we got our Covert Bolt. I think we have a lot of like solid, misleading best of one sets on the team right now that should help us continue to cheese wins.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
See, I think what happened is this challenge got harder because Birmingham regionals finished, and now all the Europeans are playing best of one.
They're not letting us get away with our random Dogies on the ladder. And right now, Doggy's back on the bench. You know, he'll be back soon when we lose our fighting type. We don't have a fighting type yet, but when we get one. Okay. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
A Groudon.
Okay.
Oh, I know this team. This is actually what I was planning on laddering with today if we weren't doing the challenge.
Okay.
So that's good.
I still think that the fact that we know they're Terra Fire, presumably, means that we have a pretty cool pin with our grass types into this with Mewtwo. I always want to be Terra Ground Mewtwo. It feels like now, I know we said we didn't need it, but like the boost is coming up a lot.
Let me have a look here. It's Gravity. Gravity Sableye with Eject button and Booster Hypnosis Valiant. The good news is, if we want, we can just taunt it with Flutter on lead.
Yeah.
You got to be careful of the Sableye because it has Encore Disable as well.
Right.
Honestly, I'm gonna lead Flutter POW and cook a little bit. And maybe it's Mewtwo Ogerpon in the back. I wish I could do my glides on them, but yeah, I think we can't. I think we're just gonna. And then Bolt is also okay, but they do have a Groudon at the end of the day, so.
Yeah, no, we need the Ogerpon. Yo, what's good? What's good, Throdat? Welcome back to the chat. Good games. Well, we know what they're doing, right? They're just clicking Hypno, presumably.
Yeah, so I want to taunt the Metal Gardevoir. I know that I could Moonblast it, but I think that it's going to Terra Steel, and that's going to be really good for us. And then I'm also just going to Shard this Sableye to Eject button it out. I'm going all in on knowing exactly what they're doing. And honestly, I'm asking if you're along for the ride.
Do it. You had the read last game. You get
So this is actually a really good thing for us too, because they technically get, if they do like Hypnosis, which I think they will. Let's go.
Oh yeah. I know they're Terra Ghosted, so we can sucker them. Yeah.
I don't know if we will 100% because I do think Blades. I guess Blades might not double clear us. Ooh, Blades might do 80% to POW. That's the issue. It's doing 79.3 max. So that's like this random spread. We know that the other guy, the Valiant, can't protect. We could go Icy Wind Crash. I don't know if that KOs.
Yeah, it's also just awkward because they also have a Groudon in the field. Like, we could just try to crash that guy as well.
That's what I'm saying. Let's Terra Grass, Icy Wind, and also crash the Groudon. Okay. I wanted to Terra Grass on the incoming Blades, because this Flutter main, I think staying around a bit longer is going to be very good. And I forgot, that's Life Orb Crash, so I guess if that lands...
Yeah, Life Orb's clutch.
The Life Orb guy is going nuts.
It is, and they're at 34, and the Ice Shard did 44 last time, so we just have a KO on this Sableye as well.
Yep. Depending on what their other mon is, we might be leaving ourselves a little bit open, but I think it's just best to not let Sableye do anything.
Who cares? Like, the Flutter main beats the entire team, except for the Fire Pawn here. And now that they've lost their Quark Drive boost, like the Mewtwo is quite good.
Okay!
Yeah. I'd take Groudon, too. We actually have a great Groudon core right now.
Yeah, it's like a lot of their Pokemon. We have POW, Bolt, and Hearthflame. It's a 50% mirror. 5. Another Bolt!
Okay.
Sure.
It could be worse. It could be Sableye.
It could have been the Sableye. All right.
This is the highest rated we've been so far.
To be fair, I think I forgot to delete Bolt from the box, so it. Honestly, I might just do this for accurate bookkeeping purposes. I'm gonna delete this one out and put it in.
Sure.
But I think we definitely didn't have an extra Bolt. I think I forgot that one. Anything else that I've missed? I don't think so. We have our spare Rillaboom, our current Rillaboom, and our dead Rillaboom. I think everybody else was put on the team. I forgot that we had a spider, like, before we finished the run last time. I don't know if the spider came to any games. Actually, I think it did, and it was just in the back the whole time.
Yeah. We brought the Weezing. The Weezing was the MVP against the Groudon team.
Dude, we brought Levitate Weezing against Gravity Groudon. That part was so funny. We just switched it into Sackett, and it didn't die. We needed it to die. That part was hilarious. Okay, so no team changes again, so we have to just hit go. I guess we're allowed to make swaps. But I think the Life Orb POW is going to be good.
Life Orb caught the damage on the Groudon was incredible. The Sucker Punch threatened was incredible. The Ice Shard damage was great. Like, no, I loved it.
Ground Mewtwo, we did talk about it. All right, it's just all Sun.
Okay.
Maybe we could be Ground Mewtwo again since we have an actual Dark type on the team in POW, but our Dark type being not Sash means that it's not very safe against Shadow Rider teams. I don't know. Regardless, though,
but we're not living attacks against Shadow Rider anyways, right? So I think that it's reasonable to say we don't need it. We want an immunity on the guy. I think this
is Booster Flutter, Covert, Chi-Yu, Sash, Ditto, Standard Guy. I think they run AV on this Bolt usually, and then Clear Am on the Koraidon. If they copied it directly, the Koraidon is relatively bulky and slow, so it probably would be slower than Mewtwo. Something else that we have going for us that I'm realizing is that Chien-Pao does boost the power of Psystrike.
Oh, Psystrike. It's pretty cool.
That is hilarious. But anyways, I don't think they'll be Dittoing us because we don't have a good restricted to copy.
So the fun part is, unless they are, even if they're super bulk Fluttermade, the Sucker Punch is a roll to knock it out because we're adamant Life Orb. So we can also lean into that.
Do you want to just lead Mewtwo POW and just go all in?
I like Mewtwo POW. I think it's kind of sick. Yeah.
And then we got to beat the Chi-Yu. I think maybe it might just be bench both of the grass types and just do Flutter Bolt in the back to have extra coverage for their Bolt. Extra priority moves for the probable fire types because they'll probably Terra their Koraidon.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's no grasses this time. Okay, so they go with the Rock Pond. And it might just be an Icy Wind Cudgel, but if they do that, then they get big Sucker Punched. I think I want a big Sucker Punch.
I want a big Sucker Punch.
Okay, so then we just, while we're doing that, we just Psy Strike the Ogerpon?
Yeah.
We have to go all in with Stellar, right?
So. I think so.
Or
we do. I mean, it's a roll to KO if they are super bulk. It's like a 50-50 roll.
Oh, I see. Okay. Cool. Let's just Psy Strike the Ogerpon and Super Sucker the Flutter. Okay, Thunder Wave.
They what? They Thunder Waved? Oh.
They Trick Roomed.
Okay.
Let them cook.
That's fair, but we also just have, like, Ice Shard to threaten them, too.
Yeah. I don't think I want this Trick Room to go too quickly, though. No. So I think I'm going to double protect here. I don't think they're going to make a switch.
Sure. Yeah. That's fine. I wonder what this Fluttermane is trying to do.
If it has Dazzling Gleam, it's very scary, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can't just throw a sucker at it again, right?
Yeah, force him to follow me. It might just be Sash and Flutter, though, because I thought I knew what I was up against, but it might just be like Scarf, Ditto, Sash, Flutter.
No, you're right. If they go for that play, they probably are Sash. Well, we can get rid of the Ogerpon. We could also like just lose 2, hit the Fluttermane with priority move, and then put him in Electro Rub range, and then try to take 2 with our Raging Bolt.
I just
right?
don't think Bolt is gonna go the distance on its own.
Yeah, but you got a better idea.
This is the best I got. Okay.
Yeah. And then we lose 2. But again, Webbs is going to be threatening.
Yeah, then they miss Draco. It's mid-speed Flutter.
I guess we couldn't even clap, right? Because they'll just be... Jeez,
Yeah,
all right, fair enough.
They got us. They got us good.
Pretty good.
I'll play for a Draco. Oh, really? Fair. I targeted that one. All right. They're cooking.
That was kind of a sick team.
Good thing we have another Bolt.
Good thing we got another Bolt. Good thing it wasn't a 4.
I was like, I glanced to the side. I looked at what number would destroy us. And I was like, it's 4. And if I see a 4, I'm going to scream.
Honestly,
okay.
It's any number that's not 1 or the Bolt number 4 or 5. Would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. I mean...
Okay, so are we just putting Bolt right back onto the team and just going again? I think so. I like what we're currently doing, and I don't really have big ideas on how to change it, so...
I do think Terra Ground Mewtwo does seem pretty sick. It seems like a lot of our team is... like with Grass Spam, we are causing a lot of teams to Terra Fire, and so having the Ground Mewtwo might be a good idea.
I like that. I mean, we could also go Stellar on this guy, but...
yeah, I mean, it's only 1.2.
But that's weaker. That is weaker, though.
That's probably fine. Yeah, but I get it, though. Stellar is also really powerful. We have a Sash, so who cares? Scround is better into Miraidon, but we think we probably could... like, I don't want to say we have a good Miraidon matchup, but, you know, all things considered, we have all the tools to beat it.
It's not a very good defensive Terra, at the very least. Like, Stellar is about the same. I think they'll probably dazzle us anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just double Stellar. We have Stellar on this one and POW. Whatever. Let's do it. Can boost our Psy Strikes as well.
Right.
Okay. Go. More of this. So,
please, I need that Groudon.
I don't know if they know that we are Ice Shard POW, if they want to lead the jump bluff. They said, Ayo, I hope that they weren't trying to snipe us, and maybe they just know who we are. Hopefully they don't know our team. Maybe they do. Nuzlocke challenge. I just won't say anything.
It's like there is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same idea where we're trying to force the Terra and punish it. We have... we have some tools. I think Chad Pow is quite good. Ogre Pond, they don't know we don't have
very limited ways to get through the Ensign besides Earth Power.
Yeah.
Raging Bolt, I think, is going to have to come to this one, and then maybe Ogre Pond is the last.
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay.
Okay, no pluff.
I think this one is clear Amulet Groudon, by the way. Not like the other one. I think the other team ran... but that other team... with the... that should have been Scarf Groudon. I kind of forgot about that part, but we killed it with Crash. Anyways, this Groudon is clear Amulet, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Why are we not just attacking?
Yeah, I think that seems right. Do you want to just... Psy Strike actually KOs the Ogre Pond if they're bulkless.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It is a little annoying that we are actually we're faster with the Chen Pao.
The speeds, yeah.
Yeah. This isn't bad though. This isn't bad. They went for bulk up, which who cares because they're OHKOing your entire team anyways.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe our bolt is so fast that I think it probably will end up being faster than them.
Mm-hmm.
Might need to get the stellar earth power off on that guy. I think I'm going to let Chen Pao go down if it gets faked out or something like that. I'm going to protect Mewtwo and just try to crash the Groudon for chip.
I like it. How much do we do to the... Okay.
Do they just knock us?
I was going to say, we might need to chip the Instant to get it in range, but that's okay. That's okay. There's Urshi. Dark Urshi. I guess we should have seen that one coming.
Would they just go back to Instant?
Like, probably, right?
They could Sucker Punch our Mewtwo, I guess. I'm thinking
I'm not
like
scared
we
of that,
could go
though.
all in with the Stellar Earth Power and Ice Shard into it. I guess it could just be Crash. Yeah, it should be Crash, but like just for accuracy purposes. Crash also we probably need the damage. I don't know how much Stellar Earth Power does.
I can calc that.
We could. Hold on, let's see.
High
School Crash into the Dark
65 to
Ursh
77.
is doing 37.
No, we need to crash. We need to crash it.
And Stellar?
And Stellar, yeah. Because we're at -2.
Okay, this is looking really good. We blew our Stellar EP on that guy, but oh, and they missed.
That's clutch.
Bolt is covert if we wanted to go into it now.
That is pretty funny. They probably fake it out, right? Like we can't risk it by not attacking with the Mewtwo, but it is pretty funny.
Wait, I think we risk it. We just protect Mewtwo and just get off a big Thunderbolt. And I think that's just
that's what I'm saying.
Range of an Earth Power.
Yeah.
Protect Thunderbolt. We don't even have to go for
protect
Draco, I don't think. This is booster special attack. I think it's going to do a ton of this Groudon, and then Earth Power will finish it off.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Got him?
They land. Okay.
That's fine, though.
Now
we don't have follow me.
Power. Do you want to just follow me? Well, you don't have follow me.
We don't have follow me. But
Earth Power.
We can, like...
Groudon, right?
Should kill the Groudon.
Like, a lot. Okay. They could parting shot us, but then we might just double them.
But I think we KO even if they parting shot us.
Do you want to just Earth Power the Groudon and Swords Dance?
Is Swords Dance better than just attacking this turn? Because we are going to lose this Sun Boost.
Oh, yeah, let's just attack. Okay. Where's Encore Ogerpon when you need it?
Right?
Knock that. Ah, it didn't even matter. The Precipice Blades miss didn't even matter because that didn't finish us off. Okay. They can get a double. I don't think we can do anything.
Yeah. No. I think are we supposed to Swords Dance this turn? We are, right?
Yeah, just for like the crit chance against the Groudon. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're supposed to Swords Dance this turn.
Cool.
All right.
Don't quite finish it off, but knock off doing nothing. Oh. Okay. What are you giving us?
Give us. Mewtwo is actually the best ground type restricted.
Okay.
We got an Urshifu back. That's pretty cool. It is a dark Urshifu.
No worries, No worries. So yeah, we got an Urshifu. We said that form matters if we see it, and otherwise, I don't remember what our rule was. Oh, they left. I was gonna say he has to die. He's the next Pokemon to die. Because okay, so Dark Ursh. Did we just put it over POW and like band or scarf it? I love this POW. I don't know. It's hard.
I was gonna say, do we put it in over the Mewtwo?
Stop! The Mewtwo's been. I think the Mewtwo is like chief confusion. Literally, the Mewtwo's been working better than. I mean, when it was going with Pagos, because like people don't know what to expect. Like they're expecting it to be, I don't know, and then it just gets away with stuff.
Yeah.
Starter
I don't
Side Strike
know.
is really funny. The Life Orb POW was doing really good.
Yeah, that's the thing is that honestly, like these 6 felt pretty good. I didn't really see anything that I wanted to change. Um,
But this is exactly why I put in the rule.
right.
I think we lean in on the grass spam. Keep those.
We haven't pulled off the grass spam once.
That's kind of true. We could change back to
And
like a conventional Ogerpon, but I think I still like them. The two of them. We could even just go glide, follow me. Maybe
that's
the
what I'm
sword
thinking.
stance has been
That
okay.
like it has come up 0 times. It came up in that end game, and we would have won that end game anyways.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, like I'm not dropping the flutter. Like there's a world where we drop the Raging Bolt, but the Raging Bolt has been quite good. And so, and if we're keeping the Ogerpon and the Rillaboom, we don't have to keep both of them. Then we have to drop the Chenpao or the Mewtwo.
Ooh, if we drop Rillaboom, we could technically do AV Bolts, but I think the Covert has felt good. I think it's just Chenpao. It served us well, but I think it'll just go for now.
I think that's the play. Yeah. Legitimately, it was like I think if it's not Chenpao, it's Mewtwo. I think the other guys are too good.
Given the circumstances, like the team is very good, and Chenpao is serving us well. But given the mon that we're putting in, I think it has to be Chenpao.
Mm-hmm.
What set do you want on this? I think it's probably choice. I think I want Sash to still many other guys. The Ogerpon, by the way, the Ogerpon's speed is currently a tailwind number. It's a little bit irrelevant, but it's still just like a solid number overall. It outspeeds Adamant or Shifu, but 154 is the speed you need to be outspeeding max speed, booster speed Flutter. If you were in Tailwind, 154 doubled outspeeds 205 times 1.5. So,
it also outspeeds Scarf Landers if we Icy Wind it.
Or just like, yeah, if you ever encounter Modest Lando, and you're on the same level, whether that's Icy Wind plus Scarf or they're just Modest. But that's a good point. Okay. Urshifu.
Yeah, what are the options here? We could be, like...
I think Scarf might not be bad for Dark Ursh. They might not expect it.
No one expects... I've thought about Scarf, and I think it's quite good on... Or I think it puts people in awkward situations.
Band is better with the booster speed Flutter, but...
Are most Scarf Chi-Yu Modest?
We could run Jolly, because yeah, most I think are Modest.
Yeah, which is why it's like, oh, if we face a Scarf Chi... I mean, I guess we just get blasted by the Flutter Main, but... And I think if your choice Urshifu, you have to be Terra Poison. You do have to, like, have a defensive Terra into Flutter Main, I think, right?
Sure, I buy that. Isn't Ghost good enough, probably?
Probably. Yeah, it's probably good enough.
This looks beast. This looks just what we need. All right.
Again, this is our highest rating ever.
Every time I
1440 with Terrapagos.
It's just all sun today.
It's just all sun. All right.
And last time we were planning, we did get bodied by the last team we played like this, but they pulled some pranks. We were trying to Ice Shard the Flutter. Now we don't really have that option.
No.
And if they're Icy Winding us, that'd be pretty bad. Could get bolts involved somehow.
So I normally really like the Fire Pawn into these matchups if they're going to lead Fluttermane, because you just get to kind of KO the Fluttermane for free. Put them in an awkward spot. Right.
Yeah. We got to get rid of the Flutter ASAP, and then our Urshifu should be pretty good. I think our Flutter just always feels so hard against these matchups, but it's good if we can use it to force Terra on some things, but...
Right. Well, it's good into forcing Terra on the Koraidon, especially.
Yeah.
It's good into the Chen Pao. And then the last one, I think. I don't know if how much I like the Bolt. I guess the Bolt is okay, but to opposing Flutter and Chen Pao, it's really hard to use. Urshifu is quite good. As soon as we get rid of the Flutter main, Urshifu kind of goes hard, right?
That's the hope, yeah.
Because they're not going to bring a Mungus into the Fire Pawn team.
They're benching Amoongus, and everything else is probably fair game. The fact that we're going up against double Dark type is really difficult, especially if this is Scarf Chiyu. Who knows?
That's where the Urshifu is kind of nice, is that if it is Scarf, we get to close combat it.
Yeah, this is the lead I expected. Psystrike's not KOing Flutter, right?
Are you sure? It's not. This spot sucks.
This is like a very bulky spread. It's 116, 252. But regardless, if I just take away the 252, I guess if I take away the 252, it's killing.
How bulky do they go? Right, that's the question. Because we could bet on Psystrike killing. We could bet on Fire Pawn KOing.
Right, I think they're going to double the Fire Pawn. I think they're not going to count on... Like, I think I want a Spiky Shield Psystrike is the route I'm thinking.
Do it.
Okay.
We got to make some reads against this team.
Yeah. Don't Flame Charge Mewtwo. Okay, that's Spiky Shield.
Okay.
Too.
Big chip.
Ah.
Okay, that's fine.
We could Terra Fire if we want.
I mean, we can follow B and then we threaten the Koraidon as well.
Yeah. Do we want to just follow me and Earth Power it and then go from there?
Yeah, you think is Earth Power KO? I guess after a Flare Blitz it probably does.
Let's try it.
Yeah. And then we're threatening Sucker Punch. We're threatening
we have -2 Mewtwo, which is kind of bad. Ooh, that survives. It's
we live. And that was no damage.
Are they Assault
like
Vest,
AV?
or is that just the reality of things?
Yeah.
I think we need Mewtwo alive for later, but maybe not. Like, I just...
Do you think our Flutter Main is faster than their Flutter Main?
Potentially, yeah. So I think that's the only way we get out of this one. Do we actually... I think we have to sack Ogre Pawn. It's sack Ogre Pawn protect Mewtwo?
Does... what is our Mewtwo doing for us?
I wanted to bait an attack from Koraidon this turn because...
I see.
If it's a Flame Charge, it's still pretty bad, but... I think I'm Icy Winding.
In case we're going to
Earth Power the Koraidon.
Yeah.
Could still be faster than their Koraidon if they are faster than us.
I don't think we ever are.
Oh, sorry. No, I meant our Flutter. Sorry, our Flutter, not Mewtwo, though.
Sure.
Okay.
But now we outspeed the Koraidon.
Just chaos. If they have Bolt.
And we probably... And like even the Flutter Main probably KOs the Koraidon from here with Moonblast.
Sash, Chen Pao. What's their last?
Let's see. Well, they have to... I guess they could Flame Charge. They haven't shown Flame Charge, but they probably have it.
I think we have to KO the Koraidon. I think both of our mons can survive one hit from Chen Pao.
That sounds right, yeah. So I gotta Moonblast it. Or unless you want to, I guess yeah, Moonblasting Chen Pao and Wicked Blow is better, yeah.
If they have Chiyu last, we're in a bit of a spot. I think
we could have close combated if they had Chiyu last. I guess that would cover that, but
I thought about it, yeah, but I didn't. If we close combated and it's Raging Bolt, we drop our defenses. It's pretty bad too.
Right. Yeah. There's our booster. There's Bolt.
They don't have booster. They're probably Assault Vest.
Yeah.
We don't get to Thunder Wave the Bolt. It would be the nice way to dodge priority. I don't even know if Urshifu dies to a double up because it's no boosts Bolt and it's quad resisted Sucker Punch. So I think this is just taunt the Bolt and Wicked Blow the Pow.
That sounds right. Yeah. I don't think there's another play. Oh.
Fair enough. Life Orb Bolt. And they had the Shard. No! Dude, why? It's just only Sun. We've played literally only Sun. This has been weird. 2. We lost the Hearthflame. Okay.
I like that guy. Damn.
It was doing us pretty well. We were happy to get an Ogre Pond. It's Dark Ursh, but we could get POW back, or we could pivot to some other kind of strategy. I don't know what I called Bolt's move. Thunder what? Thunder Clap is the name of the move, but maybe I said something else accidentally.
What do we want to do here? I mean,
POW is a weird fit on the team, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Just go to
some of the other
Terapagos
ones I'm looking at.
And Shadow Rider.
The speed control guys don't look as bad now that we have an Urshifu. The Iron Hands probably doesn't fit. Dogi probably doesn't fit. We don't have a fire
I think
type.
it's Power
like,
Torn. Those are the only visions I have. You can maybe make Giraffe work too. I just think it's a little too passive.
Yeah, I mean, now that we've lost our fire type, we could even try to put like Flamethrower in the Mewtwo, but I think I need the 3 moves that we have to beat CSR. You know, we do have a Dark Urshifu, which is kind of nice into it. They just tear out of it.
Mostly, yeah.
Huh. I don't know. What do you think?
I think I want to do Chen Pao and just bring
All
back
right,
the
do it.
exact same set we had, just 1 for 1 and on to the team, and pray that it goes well. Because like the Torn just feels a little redundant with Booster Speed Flutter. Of course, we could change Flutter to a different set. Could put Booster Energy on Bolt if we wanted to, but I think the Covert Clip seems good, and I don't really think Offense Flutter thrives in this metagame.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the other item is like Sash, right? It's on Mewtwo.
Man, that Hearthflame was good. We lost our Instant, we lost our Hearthflame. No more fire types. I mean, we could put Torkoal in the team.
That was the route I was thinking. It's like, what if we go Torkoal and we go Terra Fire Mewtwo and we just have a Sun team?
We have a Sun team, yeah.
Praying for that Groudon, man. The Groudon would have been so clutch.
Ooh, we are just dead even on the day, 4-4. Never had a harder day than today. But can we beat? Well, another Ditto. I don't got anything for you, Ditto. I promise. Booster Speed Flutters. Dude, Chen Pao is so obnoxious for our current team. Like, every time.
Yeah.
Like, nothing we could have put in would have made it more reasonable. We just need a Water Urshifu. Or even an Incineroar. Both of those. And then we just like keep queuing into them. We've just played non-stop Chen Pao. It's so bad for Mewtwo. If we had a Pagos, that'd also be pretty reasonable to Chen Pao. We lost all of our Chen Pao
okay
chance one by
it.
one. Flutter technically loses the 1v1 though. That's the problem.
Does.
Yeah, we could cheese it with Ice Shard Moonblast.
Yes, yeah.
It leaves us pretty open to Zamazenta, but maybe Mewtwo, Bolt, or Dark Ursh in the back could get through. Maybe it's just Dark Ursh.
How do we beat this Zama? I guess we Earth Power.
Oh, with Bolt or Dark Ursh.
Okay.
Or Terra
Either
Ghost
one works,
Dark
yeah.
Ursh.
I guess, yeah, we can force a Terra potentially.
Okay, I'm doing it. I guess they could see this coming because Sucker Punches on most sets anyways, but... Damn.
Damn.
Would they just protect Heavy Slam? A very reasonable play.
It's a super reasonable play. You want to T-Wave him?
Yeah, I think we gotta T-Wave them. I'm gonna T-Wave them,
I mean,
and I'm gonna crash the Zam. I'm going all in on it.
Sure, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
No!
I mean, we could have...
Crash, make up for it. Make up for it, please. Why did they Heavy Slam that one?
That's brutal. That's so brutal.
Okay. Dark Ursh.
Yeah. We can't get rid of the POW now.
CC? No.
Pretty safely.
Yeah, no, we just lose to the POW.
We can
Okay.
KO it right now.
Yeah, we can Icy Wind, Terra Ghost, CC it.
That would get rid of it, right?
What's up?
Yeah, that would get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
It's awkward because I feel like we needed the Terra for the Mewtwo, and why are they all Ice
Jesus.
Shard? What do
Why
you
is
mean?
everyone running Shard today, dude? This is supposed to be our thing. Now they have late game Flutter.
It's okay. We got late game Mewtwo. It'll be okay. Right?
They brought this guy? I see the way that we win this.
You do?
Yep. It's going to involve some crits and them not tearing. I don't think that matters. Unless they're citrus.
That
Oh, no, they
Terra
can't
I'm
eat
pretty
citrus
okay with.
anyways.
Yeah. We got a nerf, baby. It's
All right.
basically Calyrex.
So, they can't be Scarf Chiyu. We Earth Power crit the Zam. We actually had to crit it.
That was close.
Ugh. Three.
All right.
All right, I think we lost. We could never roll their restricted, but we got theirs.
I was telling you, none of this would have happened if we just replaced the Mewtwo with the Urshifu.
Just had it in the box.
Yeah. Well, so now we really are we gonna keep going?
No,
I
I think we can call it. I think we can take RL. No.
I say we give it 2 more games to try to steal a restricted. I think we really could do it.
Okay, let's do it. Mewtwo. Copy. Delete.
I think that there's like a chance that we can win games with that. Mewtwo is not good. I'm sorry. I thought that we could have dropped it from the team. Don't ask me what we're replacing it with. Like, it's
We get Sash now.
we get a Sash. To put on our
It's
Urshifu
Toro
or our
Giraffe.
Chenpao. You think?
Yep.
Okay.
I guess we could have Wim too, but I don't know. I don't really. Wim just doesn't feel. I don't know. Why couldn't?
Yeah.
Why couldn't
it's probably
we
torn.
hit a restricted a single other time? Wow.
Right. It's probably torn.
Okay. Banded D
I'm gonna say
Knight. That's a
banned
good
D-Knight.
suggestion. Good suggestion.
Forgot we had that guy. It's like it's a really like I mean honestly like Pryos Spam with Chenpao with all these guys.
It'll beat
like,
the
it's
right
not the
team.
worst.
I'm down for
It'll
it.
beat the right team.
Good suggestion.
Yeah. I mean I've got nothing better, right?
It'll beat the right team being like it's gonna be good against exactly Kyogre without priority control. Like OE's team.
I think we put
against.
Who do we put the Focus Sash on now? Is it Urshi
I think
or
we
Pao?
give it to Pow.
Okay.
I think we give the Sash to Pow. I still liked the Shard set, but we have fighting coverage with our Ursh, so maybe we stick with it.
Sure.
We can stick with the Scarf Ghost guy.
What's the moveset on Dragonite?
CB. CB and ESP. I changed it to Terra Normal instead of the other one. What's up?
Yeah, well, I think we want Giga Impact. I think we need to steal a kill occasionally.
Okay. We can get rid of Stomping Tantrum. Or we can get rid of Iron Head.
Iron Head, yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter. We're going to just go 50 speed. But we can run speed on
probably.
It. Fun. Okay. Go!
Oh, man. Giga Impact with a... Okay, you know what? Our double Dark team, this might be the one team that we can actually beat.
So the thing is that you can't E-speed the Ghost type until you force it to Terra because of our Dark types. So...
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do... I'm going to put that D-Knight in the back. I want to do our Bolt early with POW. I think the Covert Bolt could get them in this game.
I think so. I can see it.
Covert Bolt. And then D-Knight, and maybe the last is that Dark Ursh with the Scarf. I think if it can come in post-Tailwind, it'd be pretty good. Rillaboom would be good to their Water Ursh, but we're not, like, terrible into Water Ursh with D-Knight and Raging Bolt.
Yeah, well, the other one is Fluttermane is really good into their Urshifu and Raging Bolt. We don't have a ton of ways to deal with those guys, right? I guess
we got Chun-Pao and Dragonite. They're okay. And our own Bolt, if it's...
That's true.
Like, if they don't have speed control, our Bolt's going to be faster. We have a lot of speed.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to do Dark Ursh.
All right.
I'm going to do it. All right, Instant's a pretty annoying one.
This is pretty good for us, actually. This is a free Tornadus.
Yeah, I was thinking about just Electro Web and Icicle Crash into the Torn. Like, we might lose our Sash to a Fake Out, but
there's so much more likely to Fake Out the Bolt here, right?
Not just that. I was thinking maybe they, like, Parting Shot off of it. And now they're going to give us a... They of all options. I guess they were covering for the Terra Ghost, sure.
Well, now we actually... I don't know. Okay.
We're faster than the Bolts, so they really want to Draco us. I'm just gonna dare them to Draco me. If they Terra Fairy, it would be a little annoying.
You want to crash it? I mean, we kind of just gotta crash it.
If they Terra Fairy, they have to Draco our Bolt to, like, make meaningful progress. I'm gonna Draco their Bolt and just protect.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
Fairy,
keep our Chun-Pao around. All right.
This Instant is very slow, by the way. It's actually, like, actively slow, because even neutral Instant is 80. They're running, like, min-speed Instant on a Tailwind team. That's funny. However, I would expect the Bolt to outspeed our POW, which means that it could probably Thunderclap us to keep their Shadow Rider safe.
How do we get out of this one? Jeez. It's
probably Webs. Ursh.
Yeah. Urshi taking damage is risky, though. Now then it gets in clap range.
Dude. All right, I guess we could have just sucker punched them. You know what? Makes me think that they're probably stashing that Calyrex.
Well,
probably
so now
Ursh, Sash, Calyrex.
We can Terra Normal our Dragonite.
Mm-hmm.
We are threatening a Sucker Punch as well.
Yeah, let's Terra Normal, E-Speed. And then if they Thunderclap our Ursh... Actually, Ursh is probably faster. And maybe... I think it's likely to be faster. Maybe not, if they're, like, very fast. They're running some weird speeds, though. I think they're Sash, and so I'm just going to Terra Normal, E-Speed, their Raging Bolt, and Sucker Punch the Calyrex.
I think so. If they switch out, then our Chun-Pao is unintimidated.
We can work with it.
And that gave me choice vibes, right? And now if we go
You think
Extreme
Choice
Speed
Band?
switch to
Oh,
POW.
okay.
Extreme
it
Speed
does
switch to
KO.
POW, then we KO their Bolt. Yeah.
But
Like they can switch out, but
they could knock off our Dragonite, Protect Bolt.
you want to call them out?
It's like not very easy. 'Cause I don't know if we KO the Ensign from here. Maybe we do. It's like fully bulky though. Let's go for it. Oh my gosh. I hate this
We could have
version.
gone for it. Oh no, we could have hit them. Okay. So we are faster with our.
By the way, I have a suspicion that this could be Calm Mind Bolt.
Interesting. So you don't think they have clap?
They might not have clap. No, they
Played your rounds.
usually
right?
the Calm Mind ones run clap. Oh god.
I mean,
Instant can't actually KO anything, right?
It can if it has Flare Blitz, it can. If it doesn't have Flare Blitz, it has Wisp.
Let's Sucker Punch Ice Shard the Bolt.
Why are we sucker? Wait. Why are we sucker punching?
Because we're gonna die to Thunderclap. We would die to Thunderclap on our Shifu.
They didn't. Okay, fair enough. You got him.
And now we actually can pick any move. Now we win.
Now we can pick any move. Now wait, do we win? Wait.
I think we do.
Does Wicked Blow KO instant from here, or do we have to close?
That's the one that we have to run the calc for. But yes, I'm curious. Instant. It looks like no if they're and they are like 0 speed. So I think we just close combat it. It's fine. I don't think they risk the switch.
It might. We'll see.
We don't even necessarily win this, but if they're like,
what do you mean? They've Terran already. We have Sucker Punch and Shard.
Oh, we can Shard for progress. You're right. I was like double Sucker Punch, like they could just not protect forever. But thank you for reminding me that we have Shard. Okay. Dude. Oh my gosh.
One time, please. Give us the Calyrex. We just. Yeah, we did.
They sent us a rematch challenge. No.
We deserve this Calyrex, man.
We did win the no restricted game. Oh my god. 6. Ensign's back.
Okay. It could be worse.
I mean, I don't think we go triple dark. I think it's probably cut the Dark Ursh, keep Pow Knight, and just make that our strategy.
Yeah, I guess. Unless it's cutting Rillaboom, but...
I don't think we need triple dark and Terra Normal guy.
No, you're right. We did kind of fish for that matchup. I mean, we did run double dark plus Terra Normal D Knight into CSR.
Oh, I can grab an instant from the past, from the dead box. I'll just grab that one so I don't have to create one.
Can you imagine? We got back to Instant Rilla Urshi and say everything we wanted.
You're right. We could have had Instant Rilla Urshi again, but a different one. But actually, I mean, they're all three reborn because it was a different Urshifu. Technically, we lost our Rillaboom at one point and got it back. And this Instant is brand new. I'm saying Taunt is fake. I want fire coverage. This is a Flare Blitz team.
Oh, for sure. Do we like the Fluttermane moveset? That's something that
we can cut Taunt as well.
Right.
No more taunts.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to even.
Okay. I mean.
Wait.
I don't think that counts.
And we do get the Elo. Do we just take the Elo but not the Mons?
I guess.
Because I can't undo the Elo. I could reverse the fortune and go forfeit a game on ladder, but.
No, we're taking the Elo. But I don't think that counts as a Mon.
Yeah.
They just didn't want their team on stream. Not that this is like a especially creative team, but you know.
I know all the sets. This is a no team. Mike saying that totally counts. All right, hold on. quick poll in chat, everybody. Do we roll or no? Poll. Roll the dice. Yes. No. And then I'll also add refund the points.
Would getting Lunala really change the trajectory of this challenge?
Yes!
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? This is like the perfect Combine Lunala team. This is an incredible Combine Lunala team.
I remember saying we roll the dice. That's 7 votes immediately for yes.
I feel like they're biased.
A little bit. But I know, I mean, like, if people want us to struggle, they could watch us struggle. They want us to succeed.
That's true. They want us to not end stream. Go ahead. Yeah, we can roll the dice if most people want.
All right, we're rolling.
I don't know if I want
also,
these Pokemon.
Emma, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Dub Nation. Okay. 6. Well,
I didn't want this Pokemon.
Snoopy. Snoopy made it happen.
Okay.
Welcome back, Dogi. Who do we kick? Do we kick Rillaboom and say terrain control is no, we want to turn off psychic terrain if we ever fight it.
We need to
I
turn
think
off
maybe
terrain.
instant just doesn't match the pace of the team. We can have one in the box for later, but I think I don't really need an instant on this team.
I agree.
I like Instant, a very good Pokemon, but yeah. And now you know what?
They were in chat too.
Oh, Emma,
no,
I didn't realize.
Sorry.
That's so funny. Okay. So,
all right. So, Guard Dog is actually quite good on this team.
Definitely. I was thinking it could have the helmet.
It could have the helmet. I can see that.
It's decent into Zama as well as Water Ursh. Obviously, we've got like a decent amount of stuff for Water Ursh, so maybe that's a little redundant.
But Zama's real.
Can't Chenpao turn
if we
off
face
the
a
rain?
Zama, we're
yes, but like it'd be nice to do it a little bit. Like, you want to have, I don't know, Rillaboom's a bit easier at controlling terrain than Chenpao, and also we want to have like a good Miraidon stuff. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I'm spacing out a little bit, but I do have a
you're good,
type.
Emma. It was very funny. It was a funny moment. I low-key like Upper Hand on this team. It just kind of fake out bait.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But it's nice into Chenpao. It's nice into it's nice into Chenpao is the big thing. We were struggling with that. It's like a lot of the priority moves are annoying.
Upper Hand could be cool into Chenpao's. Like maybe Protect is just fake.
Protect is fake. We're playing an aggro team.
Yeah. We're trying to catch people off guard. Maybe it's just helmet, no protect. I know that covert's on the bolt. The covert bolt's been very fun. I'm a fan of that one. Yeah, let's just run the same Dogi that we had earlier. Like just a bit of speed. Put a helmet on it. Helmet's good for breaking sashes for this team. Come on. Okay, this again.
Okay. Well, it's a lot worse now that we don't have Mewtwo.
So true. Mewtwo did help us get somewhere against this. We do still have our Ice Shard.
Best matchup. We went undefeated against Groudon.
The Koraidons were the one that were giving us an issue. The Groudon, that's a little bit more manageable. Life Orb Pow was also cool against this stuff. I'm like looking at Pow Knight, Dogi. I just think they all seem good, and then probably Bolt. Not super convinced by Flutter.
Okay, you want to calc? If we Terra Normal Giga Impact with Sword of Ruin, we KO the Groudon from full.
No, everything should die to Terra Normal Sort of Ruin Choice Band Giga Impact. So yes. Um,
Yes, but I mean, tell me if we like lead Dragonite and not Shenpao, we could just get rid of this Groudon, on a turn, right?
mm-hmm.
They
Want to
would
lead
have
Dragonite Dogi and try to like do some
try to cheese him.
baiting, and then Shenpao and Raging Bolt.
Probably Bolt. Yeah. I like it. Is it Bolt? Is it?
Bolt is good into the Hearth Flame, and it's not bad into Incin.
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
Rillaboom and Fluttermane are both not great into those two Pokemon.
Okay, let's do it.
They've given us the Sword of Ruin.
They gave it to us. Let's take the kill. What are they going to do about it?
Do you just think we do it?
What are they going to do? They're not going to switch in their instant. We have an Okidogi on the field, unless you think we have to switch in our own POW. But I think we don't have to. I think we just do it.
Let's just Terra Normal Giga Impact them, and then while we're at it, do we Drain Punch the Shenpao?
I guess.
Could
Why
knock
not,
it
right?
to cover for our Ghost Terra, but
yeah, because I guess they're probably just Sash, right? So we can knock them.
oh no.
Let's go! Get out of here!
That's a bit overkill, but I don't know if we actually come back from this. We'll have to see.
Well, we're gonna lose the Dragonite this turn.
I think we pull for. Well, yeah, they probably target the Dragonite, right? So do we just try to gunshot the Ogerpon?
I guess that's not bad. Yeah.
I would rather they kill Dragonite than kill Dogi, personally, because then we have to Giga Impact next turn, and that's really bad.
We do have to, or we just switch out, yeah. We probably switch it out.
Maybe it's supposed to be get this Shenpao down to Sash, actually, because it's the problem for Raging Bolt.
Sure, I like that too.
They could just redirect. They could redirect attacks, though, afterwards, and that's not good. Okay, I'm just gunking. I know that I'm bouncing all over the place, but...
I can see it either way. Like, the Ogerpon can't protect, but I think they're just KOing the Ogerpon. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, they gave us Sun for our Bolt.
Do we need to go into Bolt? Because they haven't... Wait, so they have Sacred Sword. So what do they drop? Probably...
They probably just have the standard set. Like, Sucker Punch,
They probably
Crash.
drop the Dark move, right? Yeah.
They have Sucker Punch.
Yeah, they do. So do we have to go Shenpao and then switch into to Bolt? I think we need the E-Speed pressure later in the game, right?
Maybe. They might just Ice Move us. Both of our Flutter, Bolt, or Rillaboom all get hit by it.
Maybe, but I mean, they can also Fire Move us, too. Right, they have Sacred Sword.
Yeah.
We're still life.
We'll just be in range of Sucker Punch afterwards, but yeah.
I mean, we can protect. We can switch to Bolt, protect, or something like that. I don't know. How do we get out of this one?
Could Crash
at least one of the attacks.
Ogerpon.
That's not very good, though.
Or Crash Flinch the POW. I'm gonna
we
Crash
probably
Flinch
to break
the
the
POW. I think
Sash.
anything else is super. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
This is maybe feasible.
That was so disrespectful of our Giga Impact. What if we just Giga Impacted the Incineroar?
We would never do that, though. So yeah, does Bolt just die? I think it does. They currently have Sword of Ruin.
They do. We have a Covert Cloak. Wait, it dies?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
That's not even max attack. But I was thinking they might fake out the Bolt, and so what if we get away with a Thunderclap here, and then also just Sucker Punch them?
Sure. You think that KOs?
Potentially. Might get close.
Let's see. Like, I think they're surely faking out the Bolt.
Let's go!
They always fake out the Bolt. Oh, that's gonna be close.
Nah. Workable though.
Okay. But now we have pressure on Ogerpon and Eat Speed pressure.
Yeah, E-Speed, unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to get the Ensign. And if they're... Oh, does this
Well, they
team
can
run
also
Helmet or no?
Well, I'm worried if they could Spiky Shield with the Ogre Pod, and that's terrifying.
We're ignoring that one. Like, we're gonna target
yeah.
the Ensign. This is... I don't think this is the 6 Pato ran. It's not technically the 6 that either person ran at the tournament, but Pato had Helmet.
Does Ice Shard plus Giga Impact get us there? No, because we lose to the Chen-Pao 1v1, right?
I'm gonna just go all in on saying it's not Helmet and that they're protecting the Spiky Shield guy.
Yeah. I think that's the right play.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Helmet. Okay. And we missed anyways.
What could you do?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's tough.
I was hoping
we got some good backups.
We do have some good backups. I was hoping that the double up on the Ogre was to get there. I'm sad that it lived. Rillaboom's gone. Do we want to keep it? Because we do have one.
Do we want to keep it?
That's a good question.
I mean, the other mon that we put in that slot is in. I think we need to. I guess Urshifu maybe. If you don't have a dark type anymore, we have double fighting. Okay, yeah, let's keep it. We got such a good stable of non-restricted Pokemon. We just never picked up a restricted.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
I see we're rocking the no restricted lifestyle. Yeah, we have to make the final bit of the journey with no restricted. Arguably easier than Mewtwo, you know. We are still even on the day, 6-6. If we lose this one, I think we call it. But if we win, just pray to God we get a restricted.
Let's see it. Yeah.
Okay.
We are at 28 wins and we've rolled a restricted once. It's kind of sad. And in 11 losses, we rolled a restricted twice.
That's true. And in 12 games today, we fought 8 Sun or something like that. Mm-hmm. What's the question mark for? What's your question? What's the problem?
What's your problem, man?
Your Pokemon? Your team is kind of weird too.
All right, what are we doing here?
For regular G? Regular G.
let's win this game, please. Let's figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
I mean,
well, the problem is they have a Fari.
Yeah, God, they do. Yeah.
I think it's Flutter, Pow, Bolt, D-Knight.
Okay, I believe it.
Figured they were going to lead this. It's an annoying one. Who's faster? Dude, please give us your Koraidon. Okay, their Flutter went first. So if they have Thunder Wave, it's going to be annoying.
Okay.
But I'm going to Thunder Wave their Koraidon and crash their Flutter, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're not Life Orb anymore, right? Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Oh, what? That's so annoying.
Who's running Shadow Ball anymore? Hi, Vern. They do have that Fari. We at least get rid of this Glass Flutter, but they are Jolly Koraidon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we go into Bolt here. We maybe Terra Electric switch to Dragonite. I just want to really make sure we're surviving anything and everything. Terra Electric Thunderbolt in this situation is probably not killing the giraffe.
Almost definitely not.
Yeah. So then I guess it's like E-Web, and we're still not faster, right? We
Not.
could rip the Draco, but I think
hmm?
they could.
Oh, we're not. No, we're not.
Also, our Bolt and Dragonite speed tie. How funny. Okay, you know
I
what?
mean, we could
Terra
also just
Electric. Electric.
we could also Draco the Koraidon and try to snipe it if we want to.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know how we're
have to
killing the
switch, 'cause it
Farig.
might be banded.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Course.
did need to switch.
We did need to switch, yeah. Oh, we don't even KO that? Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah. Electroweb. Unless we want to save our Bolt, our 2 HP Bolt.
Yeah, I mean, surely the Chen Pao is more valuable than that.
I'm not sure. It's like a really tough one to call. I think I'm gonna go to Chen Pao. I'm clicking Outrage, hopefully hitting the Giraffe so that we can priority move finish off the Koraidon.
Okay.
Ah, they really targeted that way.
That's not very effective. We could we didn't switch it. We would have lived it.
So you really need a Koraidon for regular G. Yeah, we do. You're right.
Dragonite isn't cutting it, man.
I've learned my lesson. Oh, they left already. Okay. I think let's do the final roll, but I think we call it there. 2. The Flutter.
No, the Flutter main. We need. Okay, yeah. This one might be cooked.
That's our 12th loss. It looks like our 12th death. And so yeah, 28 wins, 12 losses. Okie dokie is my restricted, basically. In 28 wins, we got 1 restricted. In much less than 12 losses, we lost 2 restricteds. I don't know what loss number got rid of our second restricted. But oh yeah, let me do this.
Yeah, the problem is like we probably could win at like a 500 rate for a little while longer, but it's just kind of until we're gonna keep losing all these good Pokemon. Yeah, and we're just rolling a 1 in 6 every time we do win to just have a chance. So it's just a lot.
Yep. So yeah, let's call it there. I'm not gonna end the stream right away because it'd be fun to talk about some of the things that we think could be changed about it for the future. I had a couple ideas. I said 4 earlier. I'll see if I can recall them all from memory. But one was mixing up the starters. It seemed like Incineroar, Shifu, Rillaboom got us going a little too quickly, but at the same time, we see that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the challenge, you know? It's okay to have an easy early game. I mean, not that this needs to be one-for-one comparable to a Nuzlocke, but in, like, a Nuzlocke, you do kind of, like, go through the early game and accumulate a plethora of Pokemon, and then go about making your decisions for the run. Like, I don't think the early game is supposed to be the challenging part. It's supposed to be, like, the boss battles. And in this game, in this challenge, the 1400s, the final 100 stretch is kind of like the boss battle of this. It's like the Elite Four, if you will. It's hard to say 1400 to 1500 is the Elite Four when, if you look at the ladder, like 1800, 1900 is the top. But it wasn't easy if you don't have a good team and a team that's constantly changing.
Yep. The thing that Ashton did in his run was just take a random team from the VGC repository, and I think he picked out 6 teams that were pretty funky, that had some weird restricted choices, and some weird choices, and started with one of those. But that also you end up starting with, I think within 5 games he also got 2 Incineroar, Bolt, or Incineroar, Urshi, Torn as his 4 supporters. So like, it does mean that you are more likely to start with a weird restricted and keep it for a while. I guess not, because we started with Mewtwo. So, but like a more viable restricted to Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there probably needs to be some way to do the restricteds differently. That would be interesting. I still like the rule that forces the new Pokemon onto your team. I think though, another rule that I'd probably change going for the future is it did feel a little not Nuzlocke to only be able to change that one Pokemon after a loss. I think basically after a win or loss, you should be able to change your full team. Like what are the mons that are in the box? Probably you should be able to just access them all at any point. With the only requirement being when you lose, the Pokemon that died is of course gone. You can't use it anymore. And when you win, you have to use the Pokemon that you earned. Changing the restricted often is fun. I think that could be cool. Oh, I like that idea, actually. Roll a D-ton and anything above a 6 gives the restricted. Changing the restricted often. I think you're cooking with that one, Damien. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I would, like, fudge with the numbers a little bit. Maybe I don't want it to be, like, almost a 50-50 to change restricteds, but maybe something like that. D8 or whatnot.
Yeah.
Just make it
It
more
also
likely.
gets worse because then if you lose, then you're less likely to lose your restricted, or you're very likely to have a good one in the bank if you just keep rolling them. But I could see the restricteds being like a 6 or a 7 in a D7, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a decent one. I can't remember the other two I had. But for the most part, it's just like it is a bit weird with how it works with a single restricted type of format. But yeah, I think I think for the starters, I definitely could workshop some different way to do the starters. And then I think I would like to be able to change the full team at any point, and then I would workshop some way to make restricteds a bit more attainable. Mike, if you're still here in the chat, Mike W, I know that you attempted a run, and I'm curious if anybody else in the chat that attempted a run. Like, how many restricteds were you guys getting? I guess, like, we could just look at the probability and run the numbers that way, but I just want to know, like, for people that actually tried it, for people that tried it out, if they actually could talk about their experience. It's like,
it's 1 in 6. It's 1 in 6. You should expect to get 1 in 6 games. If you play 24 games, you should expect to get 4, right? That's just how the math works out.
So yeah, we had 28 wins, and in those we got 1.
Yeah.
When
like we had,
on average
we had 12
it should
losses.
Mm-hmm.
And on average it should be 4 to 5 in that number of games. And when we had 12 losses, which averages out to, I mean, I know the last 3, I think, losses were without a restricted, but 12 losses does average out to losing 2. And if you lose 9 games, you know, it's in between 1 to 2 restricteds lost, which is like losing 2 is not unreasonable in that. But we got very unlucky not to snipe a restricted at all after the Terapagos in the very start.
Mike said the same situation, got a CSR early and then eventually lost it and had to go back to Mewtwo. I'm less interested in like the fact that Mewtwo tanked your run and more so that you just like didn't find another restricted, you know, like that's the real part. Because like I mean, even if we have to fall back to Mewtwo after losing our restricted twice, sure, but yeah. And Jacob said I made an attempt and got maybe 5 restricteds. Like, obviously it's luck of the die, I guess, but yeah, maybe something needs to be changed so that restricteds are a bit more likely because they are such a crucial element of Regulation G. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I don't know any other changes. So of course, you know, for the YouTube watchers, if you have any ideas of how you'd like to do us to do this differently in the future, let us know, or other ideas that you'd like to see us try out on the ladder. I mean, Regulation G is going to be here for a while, and eventually I'll return to doing just normal ladder streams, but it is pretty hard to find the motivation to play this format right now because we've seen it before. There's not a whole lot of new going on, and I mean, we did just have, you know, Birmingham and the results of that one, and Rio as well, and the results of that one didn't revive an interest in the format for me. Like we saw 2 Worlds teams take first and second in Birmingham. Like I think a lot of this format has been figured out, and it's just all about making very minor, relatively uninteresting changes, at least from a like playing the game for fun perspective. Like playing it as like a high level strategy game, that aspect's still there. There's still like, it's still rewarding to try to break the format in minor ways by adjusting an EV spread here or there, but for the large part, there's nothing flashy, nothing exciting.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to spend 2 hours talking about Pokemon every week. You definitely run out of stuff to talk about pretty quickly.
Definitely. But yeah, otherwise, do let us know, YouTube people and whatnot, if there's anything that you think would be cool to see from us in the future for more. I mean, I've been having fun doing my Japan ladder scouting streams for other content for people that are watching on YouTube but didn't see those uploaded on YouTube. I'll stream myself just rewatching high ladder Japanese players on the best of 1 ladder to get ideas for the upcoming Grand Challenge. Nope, Global Challenge.
Global Challenge.
100%. And yeah, like that I think is a lot of fun for me. Just to it's I guess kind of closer to React content, but like it's good to just be able to like just turn my brain off, see somebody else play, and just kind of provide my thoughts there while scouting out teams. So I'll probably stick with that.
I've got a video that's planned for some historical content, looking back at some older formats and some moments in VGC history. I haven't done one of those in a while, and I'd like to do more series like this where the sort of team building challenges where we have some restrictions. And so I'm working on something like that I don't know, it might take a little while to get out there because I want to make it good. But yeah, definitely want to do more stuff like this to make this format a little more fun, because just playing best of 3s against the same 12 teams that we saw at the World Championships is really not doing it for me right now.
Exactly. I guess before we wrap up here and send the stream off to somebody else, I'm just looking at our box one last time and just recounting all the stuff that we did go through in the run, because it was pretty fun, and we've had to play a lot of Pokemon to get here. Leafeon, I don't know if you came to a single battle. Oranguru, did it come to a battle? I don't know. Nope. Oh, technically that D-Knight should not be here. The D-Knight should be gone. Metacham.
No.
Did not.
Nope.
Did not. Whimsicott was goated for a while. Whimsicott did some serious run or work, and it never actually died. Roaring Moon.
I don't think we ever brought the Roaring Moon. We did bring the Weezing once. We actually brought it. It's just fun.
Arch was to a couple of games. I think Arch is like a decent Pokemon for best of 1 Reg G right now. Like some people are just running the old Assault Vest set, and situationally it can be very difficult to break. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think all of the mons that are left are mons that we brought, except for Araquanid, right? Like they all saw a decent amount of play.
Dogi was goated. I was happy with what Dogi did for us a couple of times. Maybe goated is overselling it, but like it was bringable. Torn was just Whim when we couldn't get Whim back on the team for the large part. Did we ever bring Fari? I actually don't know if we did. It's a good Pokemon.
We might have brought it a couple times. We probably didn't bring it as much as we could have.
Insane. Oh, then of course all the guys that are in the death box. Urshifu was great from the start. It was great when it came again.
Look at all these good Pokemon that we lost. We lost like every. Yeah. These are all good.
Well, to be fair, you're gonna make your team good, and you're not gonna lose the bad ones if your team is all good.
That's true. That's true.
It's just kind of the nature of the game, but Mewtwo just surrounded by a bunch of much more viable Pokemon than it. Even Sneasler. Oh, how funny. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here though, and find somebody to raid. And otherwise, we'll catch you guys. Maybe. Oh, I was planning on doing another stream tomorrow, so I'm doing another stream tomorrow, and then maybe on the weekend we'll do something for San Antonio, or maybe a rewatch of that. We'll have to see.
Sounds good.
But yeah, otherwise, thanks for hanging, people, and have a good rest of your night. Peace.
Catch you guys later.